My name is Ian Buono. I'm the engineering director for the developer experience group at Twilio. Twilio is fueling the future of communications. That's our official tagline, but when you break that down, it's actually really difficult to interact with the carrier world. And if you want to be able to send and receive messages without having to worry about establishing contracts with all these carriers around the world, it's very easy to just purchase a phone number from Twilio. So the use case for Uber would be where you have the driver and the rider want to be able to communicate with each other, but they don't want to be sharing each other's personal phone numbers. And so you create a phone number in between that both of them are interacting with that allows them to have anonymous communications. We started working with Lohika in 2014. We were really starting to ramp in our scale as far as our number of customers and the volume of traffic that we were needing to serve. And so that was kind of the point where we realized that our hiring methods were not really keeping up. One of the things that was a real challenge for us in this growth is that we needed to build out our team of engineers at an incredibly high rate without lowering the quality bar of who we were bringing in. And we found that with Lohika, we were getting both an incredibly fast time to get engineers on the job, and they were consistently high-quality engineers. Of course, it's challenging, and then some, to hire in Silicon Valley. Anytime we find somebody we think is good, we're probably competing with some portion of the big companies, as well as a couple of startup offers. I don't think I have ever seen a case where I had a high-quality engineer who had less than 2 or 3 offers that they were considering. Our growth throughout the company's time has not been linear. A lot of it is based on opportunities that present themselves, and especially around the IPO time, there were particular spikes that occurred in that growth. Lohika was a great partner for us to be able to scale our engineers very quickly, to be able to seize a lot of the opportunities that presented themselves in that growth path. What we found is if we want to move on something and we're measuring it in weeks and not in months, then Lohika has been particularly valuable to be able to bring in engineers who are of the caliber that we require. I ended up developing a really, really strong working relationship with the leadership at Lohika. We found that oftentimes when things were not working quite right, I had a partner that I could be working with to be able to both provide feedback and also better understand what we could be adjusting on our side to make the working relationship better. Being able to go from a product idea to starting to execute on it is something that Lohika definitely has helped us in certain cases. Really, the ability to build a team that can execute quickly has been the key piece. So I think the other part that really surprised me pleasantly was that in building a deeper relationship with these Lohika engineers, I was really learning about them as people and not just as resources. I feel like in so many ways, as engineers, we're trying to take humans and have them act more and more like robots. But I think at the end of the day, people do their best work when they're invested in the people around them. And I think whether or not you're a contractor or a full-time employee, it doesn't change that. I just say this has been a really positive experience for me working with Lohika, and I think it's really changed my perspective about what the range of things are that contractors can do, like the roles that they can play within a larger company.